Hello friends, today's slogan is going to be breathe less, live more. Does it sound very paradoxical? Yes, it is. We know how important is breathing. I don't have to stress on that anymore. But do we know what is proper breathing? That's what I want to touch upon today. Air, water, and food are three vital ingredients for us to live a healthy life. Of these three, water and food, we take it very consciously. Without our knowledge, we don't take in these two unless we get into a coma stage, right? Whereas air, which is so very vital for us, nature has made it such that it happens involuntarily without our knowledge or without our conscious knowledge, right? Just look at how important this air is. It is not just inhalation and exhalation alone. There is so much into it. Every time we breathe in, we refresh our brain and our lungs. And every time we breathe out, we send out all the toxins in the body. It's that vital. That is why they say, don't hold the breath unless you have been practicing for a while. Food and water are no doubt important, but every time we breathe in and breathe out, we are taking part of the universe in and we are blending with the universe. That's the only thing that happens which connects us with the universe. Breath has got a very close connection with the longevity. Birds, you must have seen, if you have held a pigeon on hand, you will see it's got heartbeat so fast and its breathing is very bad, meaning it's got a very shallow breathing. Then comes a dog which takes in about 30 breaths per minute. Next is human, anything between 10 to 15 breaths in a minute. And then comes elephant, which does something like 1 minute it takes for every breath. A tortoise or turtle, it takes 3 minutes for each breath. Of all this, which is the longest living animal? That's the turtle, then the elephant, then the human, then the dog, and finally the birds. That explains how important the breath is, right? You must have also realized something. When we are in anger, our breath is no longer in the same mode. Or if we are in an anxiety, expecting something, waiting for an interview probably, right? At that time, we have shallow breath. And after every 10 breaths, probably we'll do a long breath, right? Why does it happen? It means we are really in need of oxygen. It is not this alone. Just remember, when we fall sick, the more we sleep, the faster we recover. Why is that? It is because when we are asleep, we forget all the anxiety, the depression, the anger, sadness, all these things. We just sleep. So our breath automatically comes back to its normalcy. And we breathe. Anybody who is sleeping, you must have seen, right? They take in long breaths, out. Long breaths and out, deep and out, right? So when that happens, our body has got a capability to recover very fast. So breathing is that very important. In those days, yogis and rishis, sages, sadhus, they were all practicing this kind of breath, the deep breath. It not only does good to our brain and all that, it is also expanding our lungs capacity to hold the breath. So it's that vital. It was called Pranayama. Pranayama means prana. It's the life. Life is prana. And yama is expansion of the life. So pranayama is done to expand our life. But Westerners, they did not know what it meant. All they saw was they were inhaling, doing something, exhaling. Inhaling, doing something, exhaling. So they thought this was breathing exercise. And finally, this pranayama came to be called as a loose English translation as breathing exercise. It is not breathing exercise. It is expanding our life. You get what I'm saying, right? So understand pranayama from someone who has really been practicing it. It's so very vital for life. And especially in the days of corona, where we have people suffering from bronchial diseases and all that. This pranayama will come in so very handy. Practice it for 15-20 minutes. It is the vital energy for life. Learn the pranayama techniques. Breathe less. Live more. Thanks for watching.